Okay, last two examples for section 1. I have an example using cross multiplication. There's a couple of them you can use this on, but the big thing on these, you can only use cross multiplication when there's no addition or subtraction outside of this. Because it'd be the same as we're finding our common denominator. Our common denominator on this one would be 3x minus 4 times x plus 2. So when we go to multiply by it, the 3x minus 4 would cancel on this side, and we'd be left with 5 times x plus 2, and then on this side the x plus 2's would cancel, so we'd be left with the 3x minus 4. With all that being said, and me not writing anything down, how we're going to do this, the easiest way is going to be, we're going to multiply 5 times x plus 2 and 2 times 3x minus 4. So I'm going to rewrite it. Remember, this only works because we're not adding or subtracting anything on these sides. If we did, then we'd have to find the big common denominator and distribute our common denominator while canceling out, and yes, we'll have to do them later though. So I have 5 times x and 5 times 2 equals 2 times 3x and 2 times negative 4. Now that I'm going to solve for x, so I want to move my 5x over here. So since it's positive, I'm going to subtract it. 5 subtract 5 is 0. I'm going to add my 8 now. Negative 8 plus 8 is 0. 10 plus 8 is 18. And 6 subtract 5 is 1. I have 5 over 3 times 18 subtract 4 equals 2 over 18 plus 2. I do not know what 3 times 18 is off the top of my head. Let me grab my calculator because I can't simple math. I guess I could have figured it out. 3 times 2 is 20, subtract 6. 3 times 18. I guess I could put my calculator in here so y'all can see it. So I'd have 5 over 54 subtract 4 equals 2 over 20. Would be 5 over 50, which is 2 over 20, and it is because this is 1 over 10, and so is this one. Next one, example solving for unknowns. So on this one, it's just we're rearranging this problem using inverse operations. Everybody usually freaks out when they see these, and I always thought of them as puzzles, so I don't know, I'm a weirdo though. Okay, so we have force equals, this is a fluid mechanics problem, and I don't, mass times velocity squared over, I think we decided this was resistance. But that doesn't matter, we're solving for R regardless. So since this is divided by R, and my goal is to get R by itself, I'm going to do the opposite of division and multiply. I'm going to rewrite it real quick though. So now then, opposite of division is multiplication, so we're multiplying. So I have FR equals MV squared, because once I multiply by this, it'd be the same as this, and this is my tangent. I'd have R over M V squared over R, and anything divided by itself is 1. So that's why this works when we go to cancel. And then over here I have F times R, and I need to do the opposite of that, so I'm going to divide by my F because I'm solving for R. So R equals MV squared divided by F, and that's what they want. One thing on this though, if you're typing this in my math lab, I know they change all the letters around, but somebody wasn't capitalizing this letter and it would not take it. So be sure you capitalize this letter. And that is all I have for section 1.1, but if you have any more questions over 1.1, go ahead and shoot me an email right away.